Hi, this is Total Cards, and we will be opening up a couple of boxes of Unsanctioned. So let's get cracking on, shall we?
Okay.
So there's a couple of us here. We're going to do go through the cards and present some comments and some views of how the cards are. This is all based from reprints and some new cards. Some reprints from Unglued, Unhinged, and obviously Unstable as well. So each of these guys come with 5 individual decks, one of each colour, so white, blue, black, red and green. There's 30 cards. They do include lands as well. So all the idea is pick up two decks,
Shuffle it together. Good to go.
Exactly, and also you get a land pack which contains foil lands, and we'll go into that a bit more now. A couple of dice, and obviously one thing I really like is the instructions here, and on the back, if you hold the front, you hold the back. There you go. So you have your instructions and how this works, but also you have your deck lists, so you can never ever get it wrong.
Makes it back and not get back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So let's open these packs up. We'll start from the left, work our way to the right, and see how we go. We're going to just go through a few rares and a few uncommons and commons to see how it looks like. And you'll be seeing these online. We'll be selling these singly. So all the decks are pretty much the same. So we'll pick out like a rare each, and then we can kind of discuss about it. So I'm going for this one here.
Cool.
Okay, so the first one I'm going to pick out is this one here. It's Look at Me, I Am R&D. It's an enchantment. It looks like it's 2 and 1 white. Quite interesting card. It's an enchantment. So it says, as you look at me, I'm R&D. And it enters of the battlefield. Enter the battlefield, choose a number and second number, one higher and one lower. All of that number. All instances of the first chosen number in the full text of each permanent change to, I like that, spell and card. So any permanent spell and card in any zone are the second chosen number. So imagine you say 2 and then you say 4, the 2 will be switched to a 4, so that becomes 4 and becomes a 2, which is quite interesting. We had a game yesterday, today, and it was quite an interesting game, especially trying to remember these little triggers. I find that's a fantastic card.
Yeah. For me, I'll pick up Flavor Judge. It's a white creature, is bird advisor, 2/2 for 1 on white. And it says you tap it, you choose target spell or ability that targets a permanent you control. Then you ask a person outside again if the story of what will happen makes sense. If they say no, you sacrifice this creature and you counter the spell or ability. So basically you have to go outside the room, ask someone else completely apart from the game, and ask them if all that is going on around makes any sense, and probably say no. So
I think it's pretty good. Like if you make it like a more of a game box, you can ask someone outside, just the next table, or ask some family member, whatever.
You think it makes sense?
You can tell them a story, and if they believe you or they think it's sense, then you're perfect. I like that one.
Cool.
Another one I picked here was one of the face cards. Sir Caden. Caden the Night Owl. See, my pronunciation, my pronunciation's rubbish. So it's a legendary creature, 3 and 2 white, bird knight. So it's got night life link, which damaged by knights you control also causes you to gain that much life. Sir Caden Night Owl gains vigilance during a turn, activate this ability only from sunrise to sunset, which is quite interesting how it's really good. It kind of goes outside the game. And then obviously Sir Caden Night Owl gains flying and in the turn activate this ability only from sunset to sunrise. So I find this interesting because we know that usually these sets are not commander or legal, essentially. We talk about these mostly when it comes to commander. But if you play a group or playing an undeck, this is something I would run myself. Yeah. You can run a really nice knight deck, and because it gives all your knights lifelink, which is pretty cool. Have you got one yet there?
Yep, I'm gonna pick Sword of Dungeons and Dragons. I just loved it. It's an artifact equipment for 3 and color mana. It equips for 2, and it says equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from rogues and clerics. and whenever a creature deals combat damage to a player, you create a 4/4 gold dragon creature token with flying, and you roll that d20. If you roll 20 or critic, you repeat the process, and you can do it over and over if you like it.
And it's fantastic. It's one of my most favourite cards, one of the most favourite equipment for the
illustration
sets.
is amazing.
I love the art. And you also get the tokens inside, which we'll show you a little bit later. I think we'll go through the few of the decks.
Let's go for it.
So we're going to go through blue now. I'll pick a couple of cards, and then we'll go from there. So I'll go for the first one here, which is the face card here. Alexander Clamenton, which I think is funny. And whenever you is a 2/1 blue, whenever you cast a wordy spell, love it. So you scry 2. So you can pay with the spell. A spell is wordy if it has 4 or more lines of rules text. That's insane. That's cool. And then you can pay 1 and run red and tap it. Choose side creature you don't control. Reveal the top card of the library. Alexander Clamenton gets +X+0 until the end of turn, where X is the number of lines of rules text of the revealed card. Alexander Clamenton fights that creature. Really interesting card. I think that would be also a very fun one for an uncommander. Yeah, that was really cool actually.
I'll go for Johnny, combo player. It's very simple. It's a 1/1 for 2 colorless, blue, legendary creature, human gamer. And it's very simple. You pay 4, you search your library for a card, you put in your hand, and shuffle your library.
We all love Johnnies.
It's Johnny.
We love our Johnnies.
It's Johnny. It's just so much fun.
See, we all like our spikes, but Johnny the combo player, you got to do it. So the other card I picked was the Planeswalker for this set. This is Bob, B-O-B, I cannot even read that. Bevy of Beebles. So it's a legend. It's 3 and 2 blue. Legendary Planeswalker Bob. As Bob enters the battlefield, you create 4/1/1 blue Beeble creature tokens, which is quite good actually. So it comes in with protection, and the number of loyalty counters Bob is equal to the number of Beebles you control. So keeping them alive, making them better, which is quite interesting because obviously it's it's like it kind of relates to you want to keep them alive, but also you want to use them as bait if you need to. And then you can +1 in up to X target Beebles can't be blocked this turn, where X the number of cards in your hand. Interesting, like it. And -1 draw card. Oh, we love our draw cards.
Yeah.
Draw something simple card, isn't it? I like it. It's one of those. I love the art on it. Can you see how busy and sort of how good that looks? Yeah, I really do. Cool. What do you want, Bridgman? Did you pick?
The big Chicken a la King is a 2/2 creature bird for 1 colorless and 2 blue. It says whenever a 6 is rolled on a 6-sized dice, you put a +1/+1 counter on each bird.
Oh,
and
cool.
you can tap an untap bird you control, and you roll a 6-sized die.
There's actually work around it. It's like
and the whole set. In the whole set, is a lot of rolling the dice, and you get +X. You roll the dice, and you do this. You roll the dice, so it can get pretty fast.
It's whenever as well, so that works really well with some of the cards in the green, because obviously we'll show you later one of the green cards that uses dice. Yeah, I like it. The other one I picked is Oh Hell.
Oh yes.
He's so cool. So Richard Garfield, come on, you can't say much more. So Richard Garfield, legendary creature, human designer, brilliant guy. He designed Magic. He brought it, as well as there's a few other people we know.
But he was the main brain.
Yeah, and obviously he's on doing other games as well, which we also do self with his name on it. So Richard, legendary creature, human designer. You may play cards as though were other cards of your choice with the same mana cost. You can't choose the same card twice. So it's very interesting, this rule text. What do you think about it?
It basically gives you the ability to play any card you are able to remember from the whole game.
Yeah.
Any set from any year.
From the history of Magic.
It's like the Tudor of Tudors.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's fantastic.
It can make so much fun.
I love a little bit at the end, and he doth spare. Let there be magic. I love the sort of how they put in the Bible reference. One thing I want to show as well, which I find it quite interesting, that each deck contains one of these, which is a land font called the Underdome, which allows you to have the mana fixing if you have that situation where you're a bit screwed for mana. So should we go black?
Yeah, go black.
Oh, we love one.
This is
black.
Black is so amazing.
So, as we know, black has some interesting cards that I really like.
That's cool.
Okay, I'll start with the face card anyways. So we've got the face card here, which is, this is going to be an interesting one for me to pronounce and find it hard. So, Acorn Ilia, a fashionable flitcher. That's right. Filcher. That's right. As a legendary creature, squirrels are 3 and 1 black. Whenever you cast a spell with squirrel in the art, you get 1 acorn. An acorn counter. Whenever a squirrel you control enters the battlefield or dies, you get an acorn counter. And then you can also pay 2 and black, pay X, acorn, obviously pay X acorns. Target creature gets -X until in a turn. That's pretty interesting. And then you can pay green and pay X acorns. Target creature gets +X in a turn, which I think are really good as a commander as well.
Yeah.
If you want to do it on his own commanders, definitely something that I would use that.
Looking for a on commander.
Exactly. Or you can use. There's loads of squirrel like synergies.
Yes.
In the black border, so you can use them cards. Especially I found one the other day, an enchantment that gives you 1 squirrel when you tap the land. I think. Yeah. So, anyways, what did you?
This one I just pick Jack in the Mox. This is one of the cards I was talking about. It's a artifact permanent Mox for 0, and you tap it, you roll a 6 dice, and you do whatever it says. If you roll a 1, you sacrifice it and lose 5 life. If you add a 2, you get blue. If you roll a 2, you get white. If you roll a 3, you get blue. If you roll a 4, you get black. 5 red and 6 green.
I think it's very. I like the whole clause where if you get a 1, you just sacrifice it.
Sacrifice and lose 5 life.
Come on, you can use this in any deck, really.
Any literally.
Deck. Yeah, which is pretty good, especially in like a 5-color deck.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. I love the art as well.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so one I picked was when we played.
Yes,
earlier.
that was so much fun.
So we played this earlier, and it was quite interesting. I got a picture, my personal picture of it. So the Skull Saucer is 4 and 2 black. It's flying. When the Skull Saucer enters the battlefield, destroy target creature and put your head on the table, sacrificing Skull Saucer when your head stops touching the table. So I did this. My head was on the table, and then
for like 10-15 minutes,
and then it's insane. And then I had to talk to someone, and I lifted my head up, and that was it, done. I couldn't have it on the board anymore. I think I'm going to show you one more because I think this is quite interesting. There's this one here. So it's Infernius, Spawnington III Esquire. So it's a 10 and 1 black. Huge cost. Yeah. It's like almost Emrakul cost. Yeah. So creature is a beast. I think they say
Beast Demon
Grainchild. That's awesome. It's flying, first strike, trample, haste. The spell costs 3 less. Cast each card you revealed this turn. So again, I just show your hand. That's revealed.
That's what happened. That's what happened this morning. It was crazy.
Insane. And I put this out, and then when it comes to the battlefield, you may say, "I'm here." If you do, it does 3 damage to target player, which I forgot to do.
Yeah.
When we played. So that was quite interesting.
I really like this one for the concept and also the art. It's so much nostalgia. It's Booster Tutor for 1 black. It's an instant. It says, open a sealed magic booster pack, reveal the cards, and put 1 of them in your hand. From any set, it's crazy. It's just to have fun.
So definitely recommend each game. Just make sure
every one
you
of them just open
booster pack. Just that
one booster pack and enjoy it. It's so cool. And the illustration is amazing.
The good thing is that Total Cards were the cheapest in the UK.
Yes, sir.
For booster packs. So that's what I did. Picked a booster pack.
Yeah.
And then obviously had a booster pack ready for our game. So shall we do red?
Yeah, sure. Oh, okay. I like it. I like it.
I like the first card. It's definitely one of those. It's also got the older border as well.
Design,
So I'll go for the face card then. Might as well. So Blast from the Past. This is obviously not the face card of this particular colour, but I think it's interesting that you see this first. So Blast from the Past is 2 and 1 red with an instant. It's Madness for 1 red, Cycling 1 and 1 red, Kiko 2 and 1 red, Flashback 3 and 1 red, and Buyback 4 and 1 red. That's insane. And Blast from the Past deals 2 damage to any target, which is cool. If that spell is kicked, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. That's amazing. I like that.
And speaking of goblins, I pick Boomstacker. It's a creature 0/0 goblin artificer for 2 and a red. It says when it enters the battlefield and whenever it attacks, stacks 2 dice on top of it. Boomstack gets +1/+1 for each die on its stacks. When it attacks each combat if able, and when the stack falls, you sacrifice it. So you literally can stack piling and trying to be careful and piling more and more and more.
It's your own personal Jenga.
Yeah. It's basically a personal Jenga. It hits a lot, and as soon as you just tap it,
you got to be very careful when you do it. Yeah,
that's so much cool.
I like that. I like the art as well.
Amazing. Yeah.
I like the art in all these sets as well. So there's one more I picked out here.
Oh, yeah.
This one's strategy skimmetry. So it's 1 and 1 red. It's basically a real fortune. It's a sorcery. Roll 6-sided dice and you get these ability effects. So 1, do nothing. 2, destroy all artifacts. 3, destroy all lands. That's interesting. That's insane.
Yeah.
4, strategy symmetry does 3 damage to each creature and each player. That's pretty cool. 5, each player discards a hand and draw 7 cards, which we like. And then 6, repeat the process two more times, which is fantastic. I like that.
And I love this concept here.
Yeah.
It's called Infinity Element. It's a creature element for 4 colorless and 3 red. It says this creature has infinite power. Simple as that. And even the text below is like, it is so infinite that its flavor text says, it's so infinite that its flavor says text.
And
it's infinite going on.
Insane.
Just the design of the card it's amazing. I love it.
I like how also like the art goes out
of the goes on and on and on and on.
It's kind of like that infinite. It's
so
pretty cool.
So
I like it. I picked another card here. It's a cycle of cards in this set.
Oh yes.
So each deck has a cycle of cards, which is called rock, paper, scissors. Yes. So you've got the lizard, you've got the tiger, and what's the other one? Crab, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it crab? Yeah, so that each one will have, and it tells you that one of them cannot attack or block. I like that, 100%. So again, you can find, these are all going to be on our singles on our website at totalcards.net. Definitely follow our social media links. You'll be able to see as soon as they come online, as soon as you see this video, pretty much. All the rares are sleeved up, all the lands will be sleeved up, and also we will make sure that
so cool.
Oh, really cool. Okay, so shall I go for the first card there again? So we've got this one here, which is the Bingo. It's 1 and 1 green. It's a creature hound. It has trample. It's a 1/1. Whenever a player casts a spell, put a chip counter on this. I like how it mentions chips. Like Bingo gets +9/+9 for each of the set 3 numbers in a row with chip counters on them. So I assume you put a little counter on each of these guys. I assume.
Yep.
And then
as soon as you get 3 of them, you get +9/+9.
It's amazing.
You get another 3 +9/+9.
Well, you can then do that way. You can almost play. Never mind. I was saying some crosses there for a moment.
Yeah. I'll pick this one. It's not blue per se, but the design I think is amazing. It's literally 5 cards in one. It says where, why, when, who, and what. And each one of them makes something different. Destroy land, enchantment, counter a spell, target player gains X life, or destroy target artifact. It's really cool, the design of it. But it's also very useful if you, as we said before, if you try to do an commander. 5 colors, you pick whatever you need at the moment.
Or even if it's a normal commander and you just say to the group, you know what, I have one card here that suits all my colors. You can play that. Yeah, it's okay to play it.
So cool.
You can always ask that question. I'll play it for sure.
That's really nice.
I found another card here, which is one of the new cards printed in the set. So it's Pippa, the Duchess of Dice. 2 and 1 green. It's a legendary creature, human noble. So it's got 2 and green. Roll 6-sided dice. It becomes a green die and token with power and toughness equal to the result. So literally, you roll your dice and you just go, "This is my creature."
That's it.
That's it. So I like that. I
5,
like how
5. You roll
exactly
3.
And then you can pay 2 or 1 blue, tap it, and re-roll any dice. And do this ability only when it makes sense.
Yeah.
Which I think
very
funny.
Important. Very important.
Oh yeah. If you're gonna type with a creature and the creature's gonna die, it makes sense just to re-roll it. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah. There's another one here which I find is interesting. It's one of the mythics of this set.
Oh yes.
Yes. So we didn't know there was any mythics at first, but we obviously looked at it. So. You mind me going that? I'll come to go. So the Surgeon General Commander, which I think is interesting because there was rumours going around saying that Ikoria has a mechanic which is related to one of these cards.
One of these,
I mention this now because this is a rumour, so don't take us quite literally.
Yeah.
So it's a 3 and 1 green legendary creature, 1 bat chameleon. Come on, gotta be as the commander. Whenever you cast an augment, enchantment, or mutate a creature you control, draw a card. So obviously in each of these sets, it does have one of each of the has one of these
Yep.
and one of these. So it has them ones.
And each
also,
color has.
for each color
this
has.
couple,
And then when
couple,
you
yeah.
mix it together, you can use it that
you can
way.
get up to 4. So.
I find it interesting how this says mutate,
Yep.
because mutate is something that's not in
Not
this. We've
in
had a little
this,
look
no.
through ourselves, because obviously we personally bought a box. So we haven't looked. So I think that might be a mechanic that might be in a future set.
Could be.
Potentially.
We'll see.
Ikora. Oh, we don't know. We can't say for
There's
sure.
a lot of rumors going on,
There's
but
rumors,
nothing's
but
sure for
nothing's
now.
true. But
Could
anyways,
be. That's really cool.
I like that. Okay, so I feel like we should go for the lands and
Yes.
just go from there.
Yes, please.
So this is the most exciting part,
This
Chris.
is a cherry on top.
This is cherry on top. Yeah, this is well worth the wait. Okay, so in the set we have one of each color. You get 2 lots of lands, 2 sets of lands. One with the gold, like a gold border shining, or a foil gold border, and one with not. So when you look at this on the picture, I thought, oh,
Yeah, they're
it
cool.
looks good. You know, not too
Yeah,
sure how
not
it's
bad,
going to
not
look.
bad.
But when you
But
see it in person,
they're
when you see it in
beautiful.
person, they are gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Like the island, look at that,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
gorgeous. And even though it may not be fully like foil in the center and stuff, but I really like this outline. It makes it look just kind of pushes out a little bit. Yeah,
You
just
have
amazing.
swamp. Just so cool.
So
Gorgeous.
it's just really nice, and they're gonna go fast. I think
Yes.
people's gonna want them for their decks.
I won them for the day.
Yeah. So it's going to be like, if you ever do a young commander, you can just chuck one
of each.
I'll probably do a 5 color young commander, so use all one of each.
Yeah, those
You
are
know what I mean?
those are going for my Sliver Commander.
Yeah, exactly.
definitely.
So this is the tokens you get. So the double face tokens. Okay. So you got your acorn. You also got the giant teddy bear, which we unfortunately didn't show you earlier.
Yeah.
But there's token that creates one of them.
Yeah.
You got your goblins, you got your squirrels, and then you got that's for the
Yeah,
sword.
Golden Dragons, yeah.
And then you also
And
got
the
the other
beebles,
side.
of course.
The beebles. And what else have we got? I think that's it, really.
Yep.
Oh, cool. And obviously you get the dice. So these do fit your decks quite comfortably unsleeved. So if you do need to sleeve them up and you want to keep them in the box, you may have to do a little bit of editing on the box.
Yeah.
That's one thing we do recommend. So if you buy some sleeve, definitely suggest buying extra booster packs to go when you play your games.
At least one to have some
Yeah,
fun.
so you got that booster chewer ready just in case, because someone's going to do that.
Yeah.
You know, we did that.
Yeah,
we did
as soon
that
as
the other day.
as soon as you have that card in your hand,
That's
it's
it, you
like
just-
I don't
care.
care what I need or anything.
Yeah,
I
it could
just
be
want to
something
open
really
it.
good.
Yeah.
Opening on Modern Horizons, which is still in stock at the moment, or maybe in Theros or anything like that. So really nice. The dice, dice is quite nice, and it's a nice presentation.
Game.
Really
It's an amazing
enjoy it.
game.
Yeah.
You have so much fun playing this in the morning.
Yeah,
It's just a blast.
exactly. So you can all these are going on singles on our website at totalcards.net. Again, keep an eye on our social media so you've got an idea when things come around. If you have any ideas, please comment. If you want to see us do any gameplay or anything like this, we'd be happy enough to do so. Or if you feel like there's any other suggestions you'd like to have,
Any idea you want?
Just give us a shout.
Give it a shout.
Okay.
Here we are.
Well, thank you very much.